going on, crypto legends? How's everybody doing? Hope you're doing fantastic. Let's analyze the situation for Bitcoin. We are going to take a look at the S&P 500, DXY, some altcoins here for the community, interact with you guys also in the comment section, and also talk about some news that is coming, all right, tomorrow, and also take a look at some different data here during this stream. How is everybody doing, guys? Make sure to destroy that like button. I'm going to first of all say hello to the community, the first people here joining the stream. Say hello in the comment section. Correction, please. I can see already here in the comment section, guys. Destroy that like button here for the algorithm. Much appreciated. I'm just here to give education, talk about technical analysis, the latest news, of course, and interact with you, answer your questions, and talk about, analysis on your altcoins or, basically answering your questions. Let's go and say hello through the comment section right away here to the community. How is everybody doing? Kevin, good morning from Lakeland, Florida. Hey, how are you doing, Kevin? Thanks for joining. Good evening, Shankar from India. Hello. Smash the like button, says Nizam. Thank you very much for the support. Daniel, hello. Aditya saying, my teacher. Aditya, hey, I need to say it out loud here, Aditya. He's been a massive follower for over a year, and he's actually starting to be pretty profitable. He just shared with me a P&L from this month of October. Sorry, Aditya, I need to call you out here. He's up over 33% in the month. Absolutely phenomenal. Very grateful for the education, what he's learned on the channel, and he's super happy. So obviously moving forward with that 33% P&L for the month of October, absolutely mind-blowing. I'm super happy for you. Glad you understanding the technical analysis and understanding, most importantly, the risk management, right? Which is the most important thing here when you're trading. So moving forward with the comment section, let's go right away with Dippin. Yo, brother, how are you doing? Abdul, hello, thanks for joining. Bullish, says Rohit. It's a bull trap. Get to ready for a 30-50% correction in 8 weeks. So sorry, says Renny Montenegro, the biggest bear out there. I think there's the bearish case scenario, obviously. In the short term, no doubt that this is a bit of an ascending triangle, and it looks like that we want to come up and test above $35,000 at some point. Now, that is going to be the question. How of a breakout is it going to be? Are we going to manage to sustainably break above the highs here created on the 24th of October? I mean, this is just a matter of time. These crucial resistance levels are the ones that actually, have a decision moment, and the decision moment here is going to be either bulls stepping in and having an explosive breakout to the upside, or just big massive move, stop loss here on a lot of short positions, and then obviously have that move to the downside finally after liquidating those people. We're just going to have to see, guys, but it's definitely a very interesting level for a short-term short position. Even on Bybit, there is a higher level, okay, because the high here on Coinbase at $35,160, it is actually this high on Bybit, right, on most of the futures exchanges. Now, very disturbing, we do have a higher high right there at 35,740. But our first option is this one, which is on the spot exchanges, right? Where we do have the highs at $35,160. So we're just going to have to be paying attention to this high over here. Now, one of the main reasons we actually got rejected here from this point yesterday, so we got previous day high peaking out at $34,900, was that value area high of this entire trading zone. Are we going to manage to break sustainably above this level? There is some pretty interesting possible trading setups here that is going to be mentioned in the live stream, all right? Because I do see the price, attempting to break the value area high, just like we did before yesterday. Also, yesterday, will we test it again? The more times you test a level, the weaker it gets. So understanding the structure here, I think there is high probability in actually pumping several $100s, right, during today and tomorrow. One of the main reasons why we are bullish here locally and also on the macro, we've been bullish for several months. So on the lower time frames, also bullish. I think there is very much an attempt to hit the highs from yesterday and even these highs over here, which is 35,000 $160-$70 approximately, depending on what exchange you're using. On Coinbase right there, it is very, very likely that this high is going to be hit at some point in the next coming days, that if it's not going to be today or in the next coming days. Now, what will be disturbing, of course, if we do start breaking down here, will it be a successful breakout or a fake out? Well, we're going to analyze the situation here on the strongest support levels. And of course, that would be the value area low of this trading zone sitting at $33,900 range. Point of control here, bouncing absolutely beautifully. Let me turn the music down a little bit. Bouncing very nicely here, as you can see, yesterday and today. Okay, beautiful bounce right there from the point of control of this entire range. These levels getting respected technically very, very nicely. What if the price starts reversing from here and moves down? You know, will we get another bounce from the point of control? We're going to talk about a possible setup, but also the most important level here on higher time frames going to be mentioned on this live stream, guys. I'm not sure if you're trading, I'm trading. You want to know the most important levels, okay, outside of this zone over here, and that is obviously the value area low, value area high, and this peak over here, which is the highs here on Coinbase, right? So most important levels here for our next trading decisions. So make sure to pay attention here in the next, 10 to 20 minutes. I'm going to continue through the comment section, then we'll go through the possible scenarios. Overall, I am still leaning bullish here on the short term, and I would expect higher levels based on the structure of the market. Ascending triangle, higher lows, looks like that we are on our way to test above $35,000. Now, continuing through the comment section, share the video on social media. Yes, absolutely. Share this video with your friends and family, guys, if they are interested in technical analysis and trading, obviously. So yeah, let's go. Andy Blazid, how are you doing? Smash the like button, guys, on the way in for our legends, says Aditya. Hey, thank you very much for that support, Aditya. Salman, all recent predictions of Andy are going the opposite direction since last 1 to 2 weeks, says Salman. Oh my goodness. Well, hey, we talk about levels. Basically we're talking about possible levels to be respected. The levels that I mentioned yesterday were not hit. So, opposite direction, levels from yesterday were not even hit from yesterday's video, but they are still there. They're still very much valid. We did talk about yesterday on the Legends trading community. Hey, on YouTube, we talk about major levels. Okay. There was a great trading setup that was mentioned yesterday on the Legends trading community. Do you want to know that? See if that was on the opposite, opposite direction? Well, we're going to just check it out here. Let me just get that level here ready right away for you because, yeah, we basically had a really nice trading setup yesterday, which played out very, very nicely. Do you want to know which level that was? Do you want to know it? Of course you do. You want to know what's being talked about in the Legends community because I'm not there. Basically, it was this one right over here, okay? This bounce here was mentioned on yesterday's video update in the Legends community. Now, this is what it is. I'm scalping. I'm day trading. My P&L for today is up already over 1%, okay? P&L today up over 1%. I am targeting to have 5% weekly P&L. So far, so good for the last few weeks. I have a challenge here. And, basically, I'm just going to consistently be doing this and sharing, obviously, the profits and data track record during the next coming weeks and months, okay? So it's, the predictions are, can be right or can be wrong, guys, all right? This is obviously on Mexi. Thanks to Mexi, I can do more scalping and be more profitable thanks to their crazy fees that are extremely low, guys. So, obviously it's helping to be more profitable on the shorter time frame, looking for scalping setups, okay? You got a great bonus on Mexi. It's my favorite platform for the moment for scalping. Favorite platforms is other ones such as Bybit for day trading and swing trading, but as you know, for the moment I cannot use it. Maybe some of you cannot use it as well, but if you can use Bybit, I've been using it for over 4 years. They got the greatest bonus out there of $30,000. I'll be back on Bybit very soon, no doubt, okay? But anyway, Mexi, also you got a great bonus there. The 2 links down below in the description. But we're not here to talk about my P&L. We're here to talk about predictions. We're here to talk about, what are the possible levels that can be respected and how you can manage your risk very well. I will be wrong many, many times, and I will get stopped out many times as well. But my stop losses are like this, and my wins are, I'm not going to say like this, but they are bigger than my stop loss, okay? So this prediction right over here from yesterday, it was one of the 2 trading setups that we talked about. On yesterday's video update, we talked about this major level, okay, to hold as support, because it's a daily update on YouTube. We talk about higher time frames. We talk about zones here. We talk about zones here. Internally, I will not talk about levels because of the volatility, and I don't have time to upload that video. But guess what, Salaman? We have here a level that bounced very nicely, and I'll explain that right away. Okay, it's a technical move, it's a technical bounce, and yeah, there was a pretty nice long position. I'll explain right away, but you can see the point of control here holding very, very nicely. It was one of the setups provided here in the Legends community. If you go to the Legends community, yeah, some people might say, hey, some predictions don't play out, but overall, it's not about the predictions. It's about having those trading plans and waiting for that level to be hit. And if we do reject from it, obviously we are looking for a long scenario. We're managing risk very well, and we're taking profits at certain levels. That is it. I'm going to be wrong more times than I'm actually right, unfortunately, guys. So probably you want to unsubscribe and go to find somebody else. But the question is, I can be profitable being wrong many times and just right a few times, and that is based on the risk management. I will have a track record that I will be sharing during the next coming months, so you can see how you can be profitable consistently, applying this technical analysis and risk management most importantly. Okay, so yeah, if you come here to FUD on the comment section, you will be out. Okay, I will be wrong. I'm not scared to say I'll be wrong many times, but overall I can prove to you that I am profitable, and I can prove to you, okay, levels that do get respected, and if you do get stopped out, the risk to reward is usually much higher. So this trading setup talked about yesterday, which obviously a take profit zone was already that VWAP zone. VWAP is always a take profit in the case of scalping scenarios. This bounce over here from yesterday, it is this one here mentioned on a video update. We talk about several trading plans. It's hitting this level over here, point of control, eating up those lows, bouncing from $34,070. Why did we bounce there? Why was this a highly predictable move? Well, basically you are sweeping the lows from this range, as you can see here on the chart, right? So you're sweeping these lows and you are hitting the point of control from the entire range, okay, of the last 6-7 days. But not only that, there's more stuff here to add up from the pivot low here to the pivot high of this range, which is basically from here, okay, right over, sorry, this one right there. You can see that 50% Fibonacci, which is in confluence with the point of control as you sweep up these lows, is a bouncing level. So, hey, it seems like the prediction yesterday here from this scalp trade was not going bad from a call here on the Legends community. So you probably want to join the Legends community if you want to get into some day trade scalping scenarios on the lower time frames, because on YouTube we are probably talking about higher time frame levels, and basically yesterday's higher time frame level was not hit, unfortunately, but we're not talking about lower time frames on YouTube most of the time. So yeah, let's go continue with the comment section. Don't make me battle with you. I will show you, okay, I will show you the trading setups that we're talking about in the Legends, and also the risk management, my track record, my portfolio gains, P&L for the week, right? I got many stuff to demonstrate. I will be wrong, okay? But don't call me out here on YouTube. You will get kicked out. I'm the one that's going to say if I'm wrong or not. Correction, please. Happy Lucky, how are you doing? Thanks for joining. Let's go, legends. Odd Crypto. Vamos. Smash the like button, guys. There, share some love. Hey, Mr. M Podcast is here. Guys, check him out. Mr. M Podcast has brought many different great people on his podcast show, okay? Check him out, Mr. M. He's actually doing the Moon Show as well, but he's got his own YouTube channel. Check him out. He's got Anthony Pompliano on his channel, basically doing a podcast with him and many other big guys out there in the industry, okay? So check him out, Mr. M Podcast, guys. Shout out to him. Great supporter from the channel as well. Free Palestine. Yes, very true. Very sad what is happening in the Middle East. Hopefully, let's see if they can come into peace very, very soon, which I think is very unlikely because this has been going on for decades already. But anyway, we're not here to talk about that. I just, pray for, the children and everybody there in Palestine. Smash the like button. Duani, how are you doing? Thank you very much for joining. Oriel, hey Andy, hello. How are you? Don't expect a new high for X in October. Right. Litecoin starts moving. Litecoin starts moving. Yeah, Litecoin is kind of the little brother of Bitcoin. Not really interested in Litecoin analysis, to be honest. Hey Andy, could you take a look at Ethereum, please? We can take a look at Ethereum. Absolutely, we can. Respect the pump, bear porn lovers. Jokes. That the fish says, respect the pump. Absolutely, The overall trend is bullish on the macro and on the on the macro you could arguably discuss still bearish, but for the last few months and also during the last few days and weeks it's still very much bullish. So love the TA amigo Jonathan, thank you very much. Very disciplined. Hey, I will not be the best TA guys out there, guys. I'm going to be wrong many times, unfortunately, but it's all about the risk management. I'm sorry to say so. The moment I started being profitable was when I applied extreme risk management. It's the absolute key. This is why I don't care about talking about strategies and levels, because trading is trading. Sometimes volatility will change. What will not change is your risk management. If you have the best risk management out there, you're good. You're going to be, the market can change. The risk management is always going to be there. So how are you, handsome Andy, says Pat. Thank you very much for joining. Thank you for the kind words. We are at 100k yet? Yeah, 100k Bitcoin or 100k subscribers, guys. It's a goal for me. Let's see if we do get to 100,000 subscribers before the bull run starts. It's going to be very hard. Not much interest on Bitcoin and crypto generally, to be basically. Now a little bit with the ETF, but let's see if we can get to 100,000 subscribers before the bull run starts. That would be amazing, guys. Subscribe to the channel. We talk about TA, risk management, and the latest news, of course, here in the crypto market and also in the world, basically, right? Regarding the big markets. Something to note, guys, be cautious tomorrow. Tomorrow is a big day. We do have the interest rate decision at 8 o'clock Central European time. We'll also have the Fed press conference, which is going to bring volatility to the market, no doubt at all. We also have Jolt's job openings at 4 p.m. Central European time, also PMI. We're going to see some volatility tomorrow in these news events. We just need to be cautious with our trading. So tomorrow is a news day, guys. We need to be a little bit cautious. Right, Ethereum. We are going to take a look at Ethereum. XRP, we can take a look at XRP afterwards. Good morning, Andy. You have Miami following here watching. Hey, Mike Romero, thank you very much. VWAP. Hi, can you explain VWAP in detail, please, Andy? It's volume weighted average price. It's the average price, okay, from a zone. But what VWAP does, basically, it acts like a magnet and also as a resistance, right? As you separate from the VWAP, right, it's a moving, it's the only kind of moving average that I use, but it's very good for scalping and it is respected many times, especially when you add more confluence, when you're adding Fibonacci from a high and a low and just say, hey, this is the 382 Fibonacci and the VWAP. So you're adding, confluence to the level. But basically it is a magnet. Once, when you separate from the VWAP, it usually comes, it should come at some point to the VWAP. And it's always a take profit zone because it acts as resistance and support. But it's volume weighted average price, meaning that it's an average price from the day. It's a moving average inside of a day, inside of a session, basically, right? And it's just a very good technical level. Professional technical, traders out there actually use the VWAP, especially when they're scalping, because it does many times act as resistance point and also as a support. So you can see here how it's resistance, how it's support right there. In this case, we created a double top and went beneath the VWAP, and that VWAP was providing resistance, right? So it's, very, very nice for scalping. It's a great scalping indicator. Could you analyze a chart one day using Fibonacci extension? Wow, can you analyze the chart on the daily using Fibonacci extension? Right, what do we do? We are basically hitting some resistance now. We haven't talked about short-term analysis here on Bitcoin, but the reason being that we are hitting some resistance at this moment, we are hitting the daily open and a daily level, which was printed yesterday. That daily was hit early this morning, which was, this price action over here. But you can see this technical level. We have today's open and the daily level getting a bit of a reaction. I personally think we're going to break it, but it is resistance. We are getting that small consolidation here on the lower time frames, as you can see. So we're kind of above, in between the daily level and the daily open. This daily level basically was the daily close and open from the 29th and the 30th of October, okay? So as you have that close and that open, you can see green and red, you have a daily open, but it was hit and rejected early this morning already. So we already got that corrective move from the daily level, which was this price action over here, creating that double top. Very much an acceptable short position, because you're basically rejecting from this high, and you could get into a short position with a tight stop loss, risk management overall, and you could be aiming for these lows to be hit basically. So oh, my bad, it's not this price action, this was from yesterday. This price action was from today. My bad, I was a bit confused right there. Yeah, this is today's price action that already got rejected. They also created an internal swing failure pattern double top, right? Just these are the we love double tops and double bottoms. They're just so easy to trade, and your risk management is the best. It's like bang, getting the trade here as you reject from the highs, stop loss at the high. The risk management on these double tops are just insane. They're just insane. They're the easiest to apply risk management, double tops and double bottoms. Always, always, always. So beautiful double bottom here today also from this level. It was not a swing failure pattern on the Bybit chart. It was on the Coinbase chart. And I did get into this long position as I was doing the analysis this morning. Took profit at the VWAP. This is why I gained this 1% profit today, which I'm basically happy with. I'm happy with the 1.19%. It's achieved my goal for the day. Happy days. Unless there's a high probability trade setup, I will not enter. So, yes, but this was this morning. This was not on the update on the legends. I was just doing the analysis before updating the legends, and it was a trade that I needed to get into. And I took profits too early. Maybe we're going to go to higher levels. It doesn't matter. I was happy with my risk to reward ratio, and you basically got rejected, basically only to the VWAP. If I would have held this trade, I would have made double already. I would have been up 2%. But it's a scalp. I don't care if the price goes up. I'll be looking for another trade here, right? I'm using scalping strategies at the moment, and if I long here and if I don't respect my scalping strategies, profit at the VWAP, close it all, then I'm like, oh wait, we're going to go higher. I'm not going to take profits, and then if we do fail and come back down to my entry point, then I did not take profits, right? So we need to be very, very technical with this scalping scenarios, scalping setups basically, right? So I mean, I'm a bit more of a scalper at the moment, doing quite a lot of scalping. So Tortuga, how are you doing? Thanks for joining. Hello, legends. Thanks for joining the live stream. Game Banger. Oh my goodness. What's going on here with these messages? Make sure to tell what's going on here in the comment section. Right. What is your VWAP configuration? Well, you have the external bands as well. I mean, I do not use them. It's just it's on default. VWAP is default. There's nothing here. I think that you got some bands here that I just took off, and yeah, basically it's the default settings. Getting a bit of a rejection right now from that daily open, from that daily level. So I would expect, even though this pullback potentially to create a higher low, it does not look bad. Looking at Fibonacci from this pivot high to the pivot low, 618 still being a big barrier. Pivot high to the pivot low. In the case of Coinbase, it looks like that we do have that resistance. I mean, it was a beautiful swing failure pattern on Coinbase right there. Bang, double bottom, enter a trade, stop loss at the lows. Pretty nice bounce. Easy peasy trade. You just want to get into these kind of trades because you will be, you know, it just is such a high win rate, and the risk management is absolutely crazy good. Well, yeah, that 618 Fibonacci here is acting as a barrier here with that daily open from this pivot high to the pivot low. So yeah, in this case, from pivot high, pivot low, yeah, we're basically at the 0.88. All fib levels hit. But if we do see this, I mean, it's hard to be bearish with this structure. It's hard to be bearish. It's trending to the upside, obviously with the corrective moves, but overall it looks like that, you know, these highs need to be claimed, and I think that is going to be the overall target here for the next 1 to 2 days. So small little corrective moves. What's going on with the messages? Oh, we got some haters here in the comment section, or some swear words. What's going on, guys? Chill with the comments. A lot of messages being deleted here from the moderators. If you are going to be disrespectful, or you're gonna talk crap in the comment section, you're gonna get banned. Okay. I want it to go down. I want it to go down to buy cheaper Bitcoin. I hope and I wish, for me personally, that Bitcoin's, you know, I want Bitcoin at $10,000. Who doesn't want Bitcoin at $10,000? Who doesn't want to buy Bitcoin at $10,000? Oh my goodness. I will buy so many Bitcoin down there. It's going to be absolutely crazy. I'm not sure if the market will give us that chance. Even $15,000, I would be so happy to buy Bitcoin back down at $15,000. You know, I do see this low potentially being hit, which is $20,000 to $19,000. I'm going to be buying pretty aggressively at that level if it is hit in the coming months. Say that this is going to be a flat ABC, and this is going to turn into something like this. Very, very aggressive flat ABC. Expanded flat. I'm going to, you know, not going to go all in, but almost all in here, guys. We dip again beneath $20,000. I will allocate, I would say, easily 50% of my dollars, stable coins, euros into Bitcoin. Easily 50%. Now, I will be leaving another 20-30% if we were to dip aggressively, you know, beneath $15,000 and $10,000. I would dollar cost average like a maniac if we were to lose this low over here. It's just going to be a dollar, you know, get aggressive with dollar cost average if you dip beneath this low. It's like going to be the opportunity of a lifetime. Will it happen or not? Well, just in case, we'll be leaving, you know, a big stack of cash on the sidelines just in case that does happen. I'm a strong believer that Bitcoin will eventually go to all-time highs in the coming years. So it's just going to be an opportunity zone. Will it happen or not, guys? I don't know. I don't know. There is a macro bearish case scenario of Bitcoin, entering a multi-year bear market, with a big, massive recession in 2024. People have been calling for a recession for, since 2017, and we've already entered 2 bull markets, right? So if you are going to be the kind of guy that's, we're entering a recession in 2016 and 2017, you missed out on 2 bull markets. If you're still bearish, you might be even losing the next bull market as well, expecting a recession. So, big recessions are unpredictable. They can kick the can down the road for another few years, guys. We got a beautiful thing called a money printer, and we can, step out of a recession for a few years. And for the moment, interest rates are definitely going up quite aggressively, and the plan is to put inflation down. But guess what? We rallied with interest rates going up during this year. So very unpredictable statements here. From a lot of people. I know many people that are very well respected investors that have been calling for a recession for over 5 years now, and we've the markets have been going up crazy. Stock market, Bitcoin, crypto. So screw you. Very well respected investors calling for a recession for over 5 years now, since 2017. Right, you are, if you think we will get the chance all-time high by April next year, do your research. If we do think that we're going to get an all-time high by April next year on Bitcoin, I'm the kind of guy that thinks that, I'm bullish and I'm bearish. I trade the market. I'm an investor as well. I don't mind, I dollar cost average into Bitcoin. The more Bitcoin I have in my portfolio, the better. So as long as we're beneath all-time high. But I don't think that we will hit all-time high in 2024, guys. It's did I even say that? I got someone here in the comment section by April next year. I think you're probably battling in between somebody else in the comment section. But I think all-time high by 2024. It would have to be very, very, a white swan event. Spot Bitcoin, ETF, institutions FOMOing in, money printer going on again, and black swan, white swan event, and that happens, right? So we would have to see something like that. Right, BTC 50k end of this year. I think we do have a possibility, no doubt. We do have definitely a possibility to go to higher levels. And that is based on a possible third wave. That is based on a possible third wave here. Because whoever knows the basics of Elliott wave theory does know very much that these 5 waves, however you count them, we've had an impulsive move since December till July, of this year. And there are several ways in counting this. Maybe the peak of the pump was here in April, and this has been a corrective wave. This flat scenario has been already the second wave. So there are several ways in counting this. Pump up here, corrective move here. We are inside. There's 2 options, here in the bullish case scenario short term. We are in a third wave right over here when we do count Elliott wave theory, or inside of a C wave, Why a C wave? We're basically having here 1, 2, 3, A, B, C, or 1, 2, 3, and we are going to create another 5th wave. There's a lot of, we can debate many things here on what could happen, but if this is an ABC, right? If this were to be ABC, this means that you are in a much larger bear market here for the next coming years. It is definitely possible, but I understand that $50,000 target because it's the 1.618 extension, and that is a very common target either for a third wave. This is how you would count it. Get above here this 5th wave, and then go to the bottom here of this one. And let me just reverse this 1 second. And, oh, my bad. Oh, this is on the logarithmic. Sorry, my bad. Yeah, there we go. So the 1.618 extension is at $50,000. Whether you count this however you want it, as a C wave or a third wave. And, you know, they're very common targets for a third wave and also a C wave. C wave sometimes, you know, doesn't reach that much of a 1.618, but it's overall a common target. You know, it does happen many times. So whatever you like, you know, is it a C wave and this is a much more larger corrective move, bear market, or this is the start of the bull run entering into 2024. I don't, you know, it doesn't matter, but let's say it's you know, it's a technical point where you could say it could happen. You know, I could say, yeah, this could happen. Looking at the technicals and the extensions, it does make sense that this could happen. So it's the 1.618 extension from these, you know, first wave, impulsive wave, second corrective wave. And of course, there is the bearish case scenario, which is we ain't going anywhere. We're not going to successfully get above the $36,000. And the main reason why is because we are inside of a expanded flat ABC, meaning that we've had these 5 waves here to the upside already, okay, like this. And we are right now in that expanded flat. I don't want to go too crazy with this, but you know, it's definitely a possibility. It's definitely a possibility. We are at the limits here. This $35,000-$36,000 range is kind of the limit zone. We could get a bit of volatility up, but if it starts exploding with high volume, then we can invalidate this possible scenario right away. But it's still possible. Right, let's go here right away. So yeah, we need an 800 billion injection to hit that price. Where would the money come from? Well, hey, I mean, you know, just Michael Saylor. Do you know how much the Michael Saylor has in Bitcoin? He has a lot. What is it? It has over 100,000 Bitcoin, which is well above $1 billion, well above $1 billion, if I'm not mistaken. Do that calculation, somebody. But yeah, just one institution, you know, that money can come from different sources, different institutions. It's unlikely. It is, you know, are you talking about $50,000? To reach $50,000, we would need an 800 billion injection. I think not that much. The market cap right now on Bitcoin is 671. So yeah, we would not need. Yeah, we would need about something like $300 billion potentially. Yeah, just even less than 300 billion. We just have to pump $15,000 to get to 50K. So to get to $50,000, it would be in between 200 and 300 billion dollars. Where would the money come from? Well, when there's FOMO and there's hype, money drains in by its own. Total market cap from highs is 1.3 trillion. Yes, sir. Solana analysis, Andy, please. What is this song? I have no idea. This is a session. 4.6 billion Michael Saylor has. Only Michael Saylor, which is not one of the biggest, companies out there in the US, MicroStrategy. Just him by himself, he has 4.6 billion worth of Bitcoin. So just imagine, you know, only one small institution. I would say he's a small guy compared to other ones. Did you hit the 1% for the day? I did. Having that goal helps to not overtrade and to be defensive. Thanks for the strategy, Cullen. Yeah, absolutely phenomenal, guys. Absolutely phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. Andy, possible link target. So yeah, basically the strategy that we talked, I did hit my 1% on MEXC. I did hit my 1% today for, 1.19%. So that for me is my trading day. You can make 1% a day, then absolutely phenomenal. I don't need to overtrade. I will get into another trade if I see a clear opportunity. But yeah, thanks to MEXC and the low fees, because of scalping, you can get into a move of $50 or $100 and make some pretty decent profits because they're not, stealing some of, massive commission like other exchanges. So it's something good about MEXC, guys. They have the lowest commission out there, which is 0.01 taker fee, which is absolutely crazy cheap. Check it out, guys. There's a big bonus, $20,000 deposit bonus, still 6 days, okay, to get into this campaign. And it's a deposit bonus, so as the more you deposit, the more you trade, okay, volume, then obviously you'll be getting those airdrops of 500, 1,000, 4,000 as you trade, okay, during the next weeks and months, which is absolutely great, because it does pay for fees and losses. Let's take a look at Chainlink. Teddles, how are you doing? Yo, I'm late. Not much has been talked about. We talked about a little bit of analysis and why we are at resistance. I think you do know anyway, because you are in the Legends community. We know that this level has been resistance, basically based on the daily level and the daily open. Getting a little bit of a pullback right now. It is also the 618 Fibonacci from this pivot high to the pivot low. We did create a low right there on Coinbase and some spot exchanges, just hitting the 618. So 618 daily level, daily open, choppy, a small head and shoulder structure on the 1 minute time frame. Look at this mini head and shoulder. We had a mini head and shoulder here on the 1 minute time frame right over here. So not managing to get above the daily, not a successful move above the daily open, very low volume, very poor price action. Finally getting that pullback from today's pump. Shall we take a look at Chainlink? Absolutely. Going right away, diving into Chainlink. And yeah, something that I want to talk about on Chainlink. What's going on with the S&P 500? We do not take a... S&P 500, first of all, bouncing very nicely, bounced over 1.5% from this major level we've been talking about ages. Really nice bounce here of 1.5% from the point of control of the last 2 years. Very nice, level of support. Already bounced over 1%, which is pretty nice. If you're trading stocks. Got a pretty decent bounce from this level already. Over 1%, 1.5%. Very nice bounce from that point of control of the last few years, right? We're talking about 2 years of price action right over here. Really nice. Proven resistance zone here. As you can see, also we've got resistance. So, yeah, really nice bounce. I would expect the price of the S&P 500 to get a little bit more of a bounce here, very likely. Let's take a look at Chainlink. I mean, I couldn't stress this enough for a lot of people, making people understand that this is a massive accumulation stage on Chainlink, right? On higher time frames, for me, this was a pretty obvious. I was dollar cost averaging the last few months on Chainlink at these levels. Based on this is accumulation, guys, whether we do hit the lows or not, and that would be my ultimate buy aggressive beneath $5. This is a clear accumulation. Chainlink breaking out very nicely from this resistance. Could we get a pretty decent corrective move in the coming weeks? I think yes, but I think that we're probably not going to get beneath the lows here again. Okay, obviously it's a little bit of a hype pump. In this kind of hype, couple of weeks, we could correct and have several months here of sideways action. But I could arguably discuss with you that the bottom could be in for Bitcoin, whether it does correct down to $7, $6 or not in the coming weeks and months. I think the bottom is in, but this is the kind of a bear market. We didn't have a bear market rally yet on Chainlink since May of 2022. This is the bear market rally, in my opinion. will Chainlink have a runner here and go to $30 in the next coming weeks? I'm going to say no. That is unlikely to happen. If it does, then I would be happy because of my, Chainlink bags that I have. But this is kind of a bear market rally, kind of a disbelief rally, right? Could we go slightly higher? Yes, but I think we need to have correction down here till we enter, mid 2024 and 2025, where the ultimate rally should be starting. I think this is just a bear market rally, and I would personally think that a corrective move is likely. Very choppy action on Chainlink here, forming a kind of an ascending wedge. This is screaming for a corrective move. It is kind of screaming for a corrective move. So as soon as you know it, creating a lot of SFPs from the highs. They are shorting levels. I mean, obviously on MEXC, you can short these and put your stop loss instantly at break even as you test the highs, because this is a full recipe for a dump back down here. It's just a classic exhaustion uptrend to have a little bit of a dump right there. So the way you want to trade this is always short as you reject from the highs. Reject from a high, you short. Reject from a high, you short. Reject from this high, you short. Always protecting your position. You could be in a free trade at the moment. You get stopped out at break even, it doesn't matter, who cares? You're not losing money, but you have a pretty nice projection here to come back down here to the lows of this ascending wedge. So overall, it's we're screaming for a correction here on Chainlink. Are we going to test the highs again and maybe break out? Well, then you get stopped out at break even, and then you just look for higher. You are in an uptrend. You are creating higher lows. But if you test the highs again and reject, then you got another possible short as you reject, and you're speculating on that corrective move from this ascending wedge. Yeah, my opinion here on Chainlink, it is ready and screaming for a corrective move, potentially to the highs of this consolidation, which is sitting at $9.60. So that would be kind of the possible bouncing level or the target zone from the short, because it could bounce from that level. But yeah, would be more interested in shorts here. Some say that Andy will crash his Chainlink if he sells his bags. I'm far away from being a Chainlink whale, but let's just say I have a few thousand Chainlinks. I have a few thousand link tokens, but yeah, not over 100,000. No. I don't even have 100,000 on Chainlink, but I do have several thousand Chainlink. Let's just leave it that way. It's far away from being a whale. Being a whale on Chainlink, you would have to at least have, at least 100,000 tokens minimum. Minimum 100,000 tokens on Chainlink to be a whale. Yeah, I mean, circulating supply is currently under 1 billion. Oh no, sorry, circulating supply is 556 million. The total supply is 1 billion tokens. So yeah, 100,000 Chainlink, yeah, you're easily a whale. Easily a whale with 100,000 Chainlink. I haven't got 100,000 Chainlink, guys. I wish I had that much. What's 100,000 Chainlink? 100,000 Chainlink at $11 is, yeah, about $1.1 million. I don't have $1.1 million on Chainlink, guys. No. You are a link shark. yeah, something like that, possibly. Hello from France, Philip. How are you doing? Thanks for joining. Right, Andy, could you please talk about Filecoin? What will be the next move? Filecoin, guys. What's going on with Filecoin? Let's do analysis here on this altcoin, guys. I have to rush very, very soon because I am going on the Moon Show. I will tell you guys. I'm going to go on the Moon Show to talk about crypto, do some TA, and let's take a look at Filecoin, see what's going on with this one. And this one had a pretty nice pump, yeah, the last week I had a little bit of a pump scenario. I mean, what can I say about this one? I mean, it's very, very boring, to be honest. You know, this is maybe just a small little relief pump that we've had the last few days. And, you know, there's massive speculation that this is going to do this, right? It's like, you know, this has been in a downtrend for several months. And it's, yeah, no doubt it's at the lows. You know, you got a really nice base here. However, it's just been very boring. Been very, very boring. You know, we had a massive consolidation here during August, September, October. My goodness, you look at this boring price action right over here. It's just looking at higher time frame. I would, you know, could easily say, hey, this is maybe going to top out from here, and you're going to continue with the lower high structure, and maybe come back down to test the lows in the coming days. Not really much to do analysis here. Yeah, the volume has been good. Maybe short term, there's some scalps. I mean, would have been nice to come all the way to the resistance zone here. That's obviously a bouncing level. You got resistance. You did not reach that level for this bounce. I would say swing failure pattern from the highs is a possibility. Test the highs. If you reject from those highs, then you're looking for the short to come back down to the lows. But yeah, there's a higher time frame. It does not look too great. This pump could be at its endings, and we're going to come back down because the overall macro structure is bearish, guys. Just simple as that. I like Altcoin John's channel. Yeah, check Altcoin John. He is here. The only reason any reasonable person would watch that show is because of you, to be honest. Oh, okay. Earned 20% as Pugsley. Okay. BTC going down. Yes, BTC going down a little bit. Yes, getting a bit of a corrective move here. A bit of a corrective move. Did not manage to break nicely this resistance level of the daily and the daily open. Clear resistance. It did look like that there was a chance in attempting, you know, to break it, but we did not. Not an easy short, in my opinion, to get into good risk management. Obviously, risk management here at this high, stop loss, and short here. With this high here, you're kind of looking to get stopped out. But overall, BTC dropping, we would have to have an insane drop here for the overall structure, okay, of this uptrend to be bearish, right? We'd easily drop down to $34,000 again, even 33,800, and still be in higher low structure here, okay? So yeah, just correcting a little bit at the moment, and overall looks bullish still for the next coming days. Guys, gonna wrap it up. Thank you very much for joining. If you want those TA analysis setups, you want to join the Legends trading community, yesterday being this one right over here, really nice setup that we talked about. We have several plans a day, talk about different levels, my trading scenarios that I am looking for. And if you also want to trade in a very cheap fee exchange, you want to check out Mexi, guys. $20,000 worth of bonus. They have the lowest fees out there. You've got a great affiliate link down below that gets you a great bonus. It's also a way to support the channel, guys, and for me to continue with YouTube and with the Legends. If not, then obviously we will not do it ever again. Anyway, thank you, everybody. Hope you have a great day, a great trading week, and I'll be back with another live stream tomorrow. Subscribe to the channel for more. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next one.